What is up, Reds? Welcome to the Sunday Summary. I'm your host, Kyle. With me, as always, is Steve. A lot to get into today, but more importantly, Newcastle versus Liverpool. Big match ahead today. Big test for the Reds. Konate's out. Who's Klopp go with? Gomez, Matip? We don't know. We're going to chat about it. Steve, what's going on, bro? How you doing today?
It's a beautiful Sunday morning. Well, it's actually not beautiful. It's pretty
A little
pretty
cloudy
horrendous.
over here.
Same here. I'm doing well though. I will say this: I'm concerned about Konate. I'm just gonna jump right in, Kyle. I'm concerned
I would
about
expect
Konate.
nothing less.
Yeah, I'm concerned. But we haven't lost to Newcastle in 13 appearances, something like that. We own Newcastle. They can always squeak out a draw. I think it's 8 wins, 5 draws in the last 13. But as you saw last year, they're a team to be reckoned with. Um, but we did the double over. I don't think anybody else did. So,
That's true. Yeah.
but not having Konate, the fact that I am nervous means that there's a bigger problem at hand. And I don't think we're going to get into a ton of the potential center back incoming transfer news today. Maybe
I
we
haven't heard
will,
much on
but
it, dude.
that's what I mean. I don't even think they're going to address it.
Hincapie is really the only one I've seen or heard about. And from Bayern Leverkusen, apparently, he's not even for sale.
He's not for sale. Just like Mo Salah's not for sale, as far as I'm concerned.
And Liverpool would just keep knocking on the door like, hey.
We want this guy that nobody else in Europe wants.
Can we have him, please? He's not for sale.
Here's 12 million paid in installments.
Taking out a loan to pay a $12 million transfer fee. It's absolutely insane. Good morning to everyone in the chat. Hannah, Liz, Oyvind, Dermot. What's going on, Dermot? Inferno Gaming. Sir Oswald in the chat. Falafel. Aaron T. What's going on? I'm probably missing some people here. Falafel with the thing from David Ornstein. Dude, David Ornstein didn't say that. Didn't happen. Sorry.
I don't know what this is about.
It says Liverpool have made a $45 million bid for PSV attacker Johan Bakayoko. PSV have accepted the bid. Liverpool now expect Mohamed Salah to leave. Yeah, that didn't happen. Unless you're
I'd rather put Harvey Elliott on the right wing than Johan Bakayoko.
What about Sepp Vandenberg?
Well, he's away. He's on loan.
Man. I wanted to put him on the right wing, bro.
Look, I don't think Mohamed Salah's going anywhere. He said it. His agent said it. Klopp has said it. And honestly, what's in it for him right now to leave? Answer me that, Kyle. Right now, why does he have to leave? He can play for another 10 years at a high level if he keeps – we're just assuming he keeps doing everything that he's doing. Like, Ronaldo's going to be 40 soon, still playing in that league. Like, Mo Salah is what, 31? Like, the guy's – you can assume the guy's still got 5 years. Why would he leave right now?
Oyvind took the words right out of my mouth. It's money, dude. It's money.
No. Because Salah can always go and get more money. He can strike a post-dated deal with one of these teams to go next year.
But, Steven, you never know what's going to happen. That's the whole point. That's
Do you think Mo Salah is strapped for cash? He's probably a top 10, one of the top 10 most popular athletes on the globe. Up there.
No one's saying he's strapped for cash. Okay, no one, by us saying he wants the money does not equate to him being strapped for cash. The fact of the matter is that he would make buku bucks, dude. Unbelievable generational wealth going to the Saudi League. It's just unmatched anywhere. And it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
It's not.
It is.
That's what I'm telling you. From Mo Salah, it's not. He's that big. Mo Salah can snap his fingers next June and be on the next flight out of town making $1 million a week. There's no doubt in my mind about that.
So you can see the future.
I'm telling you, Kyle, this is not a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. That's all I'm saying. 0% chance this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. He can go anytime.
So you can definitely see the future then.
Yes, 100. What do you mean? How does that not
You
make sense?
cannot say for any certainty that this is going to happen again. You can't. You can't
That
say
what's
with
going
any
to happen
degree
again?
that he'll be offered money or a transfer deal. You don't know that.
Mohamed Salah will be offered a deal from that league every year until he retires if he doesn't go there.
You just don't know that. My point is this: is you just asked what is the motivation for him leaving, and it's just money. When you're an athlete, Steve, you know this, dude. You don't know when your last game's going to be. Yes, I know that's super cliche because most times it doesn't even happen. Players don't get injured and everything works out. And yeah, you're probably right. He might get offered another huge contract. But my point is that he doesn't know what's going to happen. And so when someone's throwing however many millions of dollars in your face, all right, it is completely understandable that he wants to go. Now, flip side of the token, one, I don't want him to go. Two, he'd be an idiot if he left. And three, why would you go?
Here he is, guys. Kyle has joined the chat. He's joined the party. Look what Rob Scott says here. Salah can wait till he's 40 and the Saudis would still want him. I thought that was common knowledge, Kyle. And thank you for coming around a little bit. Show me something. I don't want him to leave either. And I don't think he's an idiot if he leaves, but I don't think he wants to leave, Kyle. You look at what Ronaldo had a hat trick 2 days ago. He's 100. Mo Salah's 31, bro.
Yeah,
It's crazy. No, he's not. So why would he go there right now?
The money.
Dude, is Neymar older than Mo Salah?
Dude, I don't know, but Neymar, can we spend like 2 minutes real quick? Can we just talk about what a waste of a career Neymar's career has been? Absolute waste of talent.
I know you don't like Neymar.
I cannot stand Neymar. One, because his attitude is just god awful. He's super immature. He's like in love with his sister or something. And it's just really weird how his career unfolded. All right. And I think it all went downhill when his ego got in the way of him. And he said, I can't be at Barcelona anymore. I got to go. That to me bothers me. Barcelona could have been unstoppable. But the dude had to leave.
Well, it's a couple things here. Barcelona just does terrible business.
Yeah,
the club is in absolute shambles financially and has been for a while. And as far as I know, that it's not looking up. However, they can still put out a very good product on the field. So credit to them for holding it together somewhat. They just won the league, didn't they? I think they just won La Liga last year. I don't know. I don't follow farmers leagues, but in any event, listen, I don't think you can blame him as much as you are, because here's why. He went to PSG, but so did Messi. So did Mbappe. Some of the biggest players of all time have gone to PSG. So regardless of if it's a farmers league or not, I don't think we can knock him for wanting to make a change. He lived in Messi's shadow in Barcelona. So him leaving Barcelona, I don't know if that's so much about ego or just wanting to be the man.
That's ego. That's an
but
ego
that's no.
problem.
But that I don't know if that's a problem, Kyle. I think it's a new challenge.
That's not a new challenge. You're saying two different things. Wanting a new challenge is like Mbappe going to PSG. You're correct. He played for AS Monaco, and so he went to PSG for the new challenge. That's a new challenge. Playing for FC Barcelona and wanting to go to a different club because you're tired of living in someone's shadow is an ego issue. And you cannot argue that. His ego got in the way. He could have stayed there and been phenomenal.
But what if there was stuff going on behind the scenes that you don't know? Neymar is one of the best footballers of our generation. You have to remember
and look
that.
Where that got him.
But you have to remember that.
Because his ego got in the way. He could have been.
No, Kyle, he is. No, he is.
No, he's not. Talent-wise, he is. But he's not one of the best footballers of our generation. He's a waste.
I think that's false. We're going to have to agree to disagree on this.
Good. Well, we finished in about 4.5 minutes. So
okay, yeah. Well, that is good. But check this out. There was drama at Barcelona with Messi. Good old great the GOAT, Messi. Mbappe's had crazy drama at PSG. Maybe Neymar's not as much of the problem as you think. These clubs are brutal to work for and negotiate for. And if you step out of line or ask to make a move or a transfer, you are slandered. And it's always 50-50. Half the world loves Neymar, half the world absolutely hates him. Because he transferred. I don't understand. And also, not to mention, the money he got for making that transfer was outrageous. So
Interesting points.
I think
But
the clubs are common denominators with some of the drama we've seen with some of the biggest players of all time.
I don't know, Tommy. I don't know. Nick Red says Neymar is lazy, lad. He can never play in EPL because his love. That again, we could talk about Neymar all day.
Yeah,
All right.
Messi's the laziest one out of all of them that
Messi
we've
is
even mentioned.
the laziest one, but without a doubt, the best one. Like Messi's unbelievable.
No, he's not better than Ronaldo. We're not doing this. We're not doing this today, Kyle. We're not. Please, we can't do this today. We can't do it today. It's not even close, by the way. Messi hasn't sniffed the Champions League in so long. Ronaldo owned the Champions League. It's not even close.
Okay. All right. We won't do it.
We can't.
We won't
It's
do
not
it.
fair.
We won't do it. Let's talk about Newcastle. I got to give it to Eddie Howe, dude. Eddie Howe. He's putting together. That team is playing well. That team is playing well. With the acquisition, I think Andre Tonali is one of the best signings that any European team has made this summer. Personally, I think Newcastle are doing the right thing. They're not going out and, like, first off, I don't think they could recruit the players of like the highest caliber if they wanted to, but they're getting the right players. Like Alexander Isaac, really good. Joe Linton in midfield. You and I were talking about him last year. We hate Joe Linton. We think he's trash. Eddie Howe has transformed him into a good midfielder, dude. Miguel Almiron, we were laughing at him. Now he's one of their key players. It's crazy what they've done. But you said at the beginning of the show, we have their number. So
let me be clear, Kyle. We own Newcastle. I've changed my demeanor throughout the show. It's there's no more filter. We own Newcastle United. That's it.
Don't jinx us, dude.
13 games unbeaten.
Don't jinx us.
No, I can't. I don't have that. I can promise you that I don't have the power to jinx us. I can promise you that. And they better not prove me wrong either.
Tony's, what's going on, Tony? Good to see you. Newcastle are doing well in the players they have. It's going to be a hard game today. It's going to be a hard-fought battle, that's for sure. At St. James's.
That's one thing they have in their favor.
Without Konate. Who starts, Gomez or Matip?
Honestly, I think.
I know it's tough.
I think Matip's a better player overall, but I think Gomez is just athletic.
I was just about to say that. I was going to say Gomez is the younger, fresher player, but you're right. Matip's better.
Matip's only a year removed, though, from being just a legend. So we can't forget that. I mean, we'll find out soon enough. We're going to find out in 2 hours. Now, here's one thing I want to point out. All this Eddie Howe, this, that, and the other thing. Kyle, if they lose today, they have 3 points out of a possible 9.
Yeah, but Steve, look who they've played.
I don't. You tell me. I don't even know who they played.
They lost to Man City, and they won their first game.
Against?
I don't know who they played, but they won.
Okay.
But they play Man City and Liverpool back to back. Come on, that's tough.
It is tough. It is. I'm just saying. It's a new year, Kyle. You know how I feel about this.
New year, new me?
No, not new me. Same old me. But same old Newcastle's coming. Newcastle's not a top 4 team. this year. I'm sorry. Hopefully today Liverpool can make me look really good in what I'm saying.
You're hoping that.
Yeah, I want to look. We're 3 games into the year. There's 35 left after today. But I think the league is so. I think if you lose 2 out of your first 3, it could take you 3 months just to get back those 5 points. Or if you lose 2 out of your first 3. Yeah. Those 6 to 8 points.
Dude, no one's expecting Newcastle to be fighting for the Premier League title, but Newcastle will be in the top 8.
Well, if we win today, when's City play?
City play. Oh,
They're
Lord
gonna go
have
top.
mercy. They play today at 9. They play Sheffield. So there's a 5-0.
Maybe more.
Jesus Christ.
You
Sheffield
know
sold
something?
their best players, dude.
Oh, they still got McBurney? Because they didn't sell him, then that's not true.
McBurney.
Yeah.
Nah, they sold Sandberg and that other striker. Can't remember.
Oh, Ryan Brewster? Ryan Brewster? It's
Rion.
Rion.
No. Brewster. I think Brewster's still there. I don't know. He's done not a damn thing. So
How does that even happen? Because when he went over there, he must just. I just don't think he scored any goals, and then they just said, "Okay, you're not good enough," and now he just probably rides the bench, or he's been sold or on loan. But
I think
he had a chance.
No,
he had his chance.
I watched the signing day video of him when he went over to Sheffield, and I saw him with his dad walking into the facility and like meeting everyone, and the look on his face was like, I just went from driving a Rolls Royce to a Honda Accord. Like the players were lifting like rusted Olympia barbells, and like they had the metal weights, the 45-pound plates that are way more than 45 pounds. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Metal ones. If you get your finger caught between them, you're done. And
yeah, it's like molded iron from like the ancient
Yes.
Roman Empire.
Dude, he walked into there and it's like a warehouse compared to like I don't know if he was playing at AXA yet. I don't know if AXA was finished, but Melwood. And he was just like, why did I do this?
Yeah, I don't blame. Well, and I do think he. Whatever. We're not going to talk about Ryan Brewster. This is not worth our time.
Look, once
wish
read,
you nothing
always
but the
read,
best,
but
man.
it's just funny. It's funny.
Yeah. I wish you nothing but the best, sir.
If you guys get a chance, go to Sheffield United's YouTube page, watch that video, and just look at Ryan Brewster's body language the whole time. Okay, it's completely different than when he was doing the rap games with Daniel Sturridge and Van Dijk and Gomez. Like, it was not the same. Like, he was completely out of his element. So
here's what I'm gonna say: if we can score a couple today, we should be fine, and we should be able to score a couple. So I feel pretty damn confident. We've played, with the extra times that we've had, the extended extra time, we've let up 2 goals in, we'll call it, like, realistically, Kyle, probably like 200 plus minutes, 210 or 20 minutes. We've let in 2 goals. Konate out, that makes things a little bit different, but who knows? These guys are professionals. Maybe one of them can put in a damn shift.
Let me say real quick. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I do want to say something. This is the year. By the end of this year, I've been saying it now for 2 seasons since we got Konate. Give him a few seasons, he'll be the best defender in the world. This is his last season to prove me right. Otherwise, I'm wrong. Okay, so at the end of this season, we have to judge. Okay,
I think he's got the talent.
No, without a doubt. And my point is the fact that he's out now. How worried everyone is. And when I say everyone, I mean based on what I've seen on social media from Liverpool fans. Everyone's terrified the fact that Konate's out. I wouldn't say it's as bad as if Van Dijk was out. But with Konate out, dude, we're relying on Gomez or Matip? Matip, I actually feel pretty confident with. Gomez, I don't know. So I just want to put that out there. But Steve, go ahead.
I'm just laughing about something else.
Well,
Look,
share.
there's 16 teams in the Prem that would kill to have Matip and Konate,
That's
or Matip and Gomez
no, that's true.
as third and fourth choice. So that's what we need to remember. Also, as Liverpool supporters, we gain an affinity to certain players. When you show that you are the real deal, we want you in every single match. So Konate and Van Dijk, they've both been pretty damn good this year. But because we trust them and like they're the staple, it's like we can't visualize somebody else slotting in. In other words, let me put it this way. I don't care what center back in the world you sign, there are no two players I would want suiting up in red in a match other than Konate and Van Dijk right now. No one else in the world.
Couldn't agree more.
I'm serious. I'm dead serious. There's not one player I would choose over either of them right now.
Fair. No. And I agree. But can I ask you honestly, objectively, do you think that's because we're just so close to those two?
I think it's part of it. But that's why this center back injury, we panic so much more as a fan base.
Mm-hmm.
Because those are staples that we're locked in with and mentally committed to. However, if a midfielder went down, it would be a little bit less panic.
It's different. Yeah. I got it.
Yeah. If left wing went down, if Diaz went down, it's less panic. Because we have...
that's called depth, which we need more of.
Right.
Shane Buckley says, you are wrong already. He is nowhere near the best defender in the world. Please stop. I said, hey, sir, go back and listen.
Yeah, he's not even the best defender on the team. We know that.
He has one more year to prove me right. Please listen. Thank you. All right, let's go back up here. There was another one. Derek
After
says,
everything we've said, yeah, okay.
Steven, be honest, man. You're making me laugh. We will not beat Newcastle. We might draw. Our defense is dog shit at times. I agree with that last part. It's terrible sometimes.
Let me say this. We are unbeaten in the last 13 matches against Newcastle. We did the double over them last year. The only team in the league to do it. I don't know who's going to start in mid today, but we're going to put out a pretty damn good lineup. I feel pretty confident about this one, Kyle.
I don't. So your confidence, hopefully it rubs off on me.
Okay. I mean, what am I missing? What am I missing? A Tonali signing?
No, Steven, you're not missing anything. The fact is just I almost said the fault in our stars, dude. The holes in our armor, the chinks in our armor, whatever that phrase is sometimes we just melt defensively. Like
that is true.
We just absolutely look like the worst team in the world defensively. That's the only thing that worries me. It's not our attack. It's not Szoboszlai dominating in the midfield. It's not that. I think our midfield talent, the starting talent, not the depth, is good enough. Defensively, high line, so much space. Konate's not there. We don't have speed. I mean, Gomez, yeah, he could cover, but dude, it just makes me nervous. Just makes me nervous. Do I think our attack could dominate their defense? Absolutely. What do you, Sven Botman and Fabian Schär? Give me a break. We're going to be fine. But it could be a high-scoring game given our defensive injuries and our high line. We get caught out so much.
Here's one way you can also help me understand. Is Konate for sure out?
Yeah, no, he's out.
Are you sure?
I'm
because I don't think you're positive, Kyle. Because I just read something here from an hour ago that says he's playing.
What?
And I read something from yesterday that said he has a knock, but he should be playing.
Okay. I read that he's not available for the game.
Well,
This
let's
is
see.
why I hate the media, dude.
Oh,
I'm
no,
going
no,
to
no.
the-
I could be wrong. I'm just Googling stuff.
Oh, no, dude. You can't go to Google. You can't Google.
But I'm not looking at bad websites. Like SB Nation is a legitimate sports website.
Yeah, but it's not
And it has
related
him
to
in the
Liverpool
predicted
at all.
but it
It's
has
not
him in the
related to-
predicted lineup from an hour ago.
Yeah,
And it
no.
has the current doubtfuls for both teams.
Yeah, that just shows how much they're not up to date. Look, Klopp gives a press conference 2 days beforehand. Okay? And I'm almost positive he said Konate's got a knock and he's a doubt for the game. All right? Here we go. 5 hours ago, Liverpool's injury list and suspension. Injuries. Ibrahima Konate, the center back, is a doubt for the Reds' trip to Newcastle due to a muscle issue. This is literally from Liverpool FC's app. SB Nation never mentioned them again.
Okay, Kyle. That was a day ago, and it says a doubt.
You just
All
said
I
an
asked
hour
you was,
ago.
is he 100% out? You
You
can't
just
answer
said an
that
hour
question.
ago. You just said
Yeah.
an hour ago.
Yes, I did.
So they're not up to date.
Maybe they're more up to date than you and me both.
You think they're more up to date than the Liverpool app?
I think 1 hour ago is more up to date than 1 day ago.
Who said 1 day ago?
You did.
No, I didn't. I said 5 hours ago.
Oh, okay. So he's a doubt.
Oh my God.
He's a doubt or he's out.
Injuries. Thiago, Curtis Jones, Ibrahima Konate. The center back is a doubt for the Reds' trip to Newcastle due to a muscle issue. Klopp on August 25th. Yeah, playing 40 minutes with 10 men versus Bournemouth didn't help. Let me say it like that, but that's the situation. That's all we got. Thiago and Curtis Jones currently injured. Thiago has been sidelined since requiring surgery, yada, yada, yada. Klopp on their availability, speaking on August 25th. Thiago from Monday on, Curtis from Monday on. So those two are only out for the weekend. Ibrahima Konate has a muscle issue, which you know generally is about a week or two. So that's that.
All right, I'm just trying to figure out if he's out or not. It just sounds like we don't know.
Sounds
But
like he's
more than
out.
likely he's out.
Yes. What does fantasy say? Not improbable. Doubtful? Is that what they said? Yeah, doubtful. So 75% sure he's going to miss it.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't even remember what we were talking about.
We're talking about how SB Nation doesn't know anything.
Okay.
Putting out Konate in their predicted starting lineup when literally everything's saying that Konate's injured.
All right.
All right. But that's not your fault. That's SB
Well, it's
Nation.
certainly not my fault. I just
No.
Googled it. I don't have time to go through a bunch
No,
of
I know you
sources.
don't.
I
know you
click
don't.
into a few links.
Yeah,
that's
no,
it.
just download the LFC app. You'll get everything you need. So, Shayna, what's going on? Dustin, Oscar Murphy, Jeevan, what's going on, everyone? Oh no, Inglese, what happened to the cat? What happened? I don't know what happened. Isaac is injured. He's out. Fell over the cat this morning. Oh no. Okay, it was a joke. All right. So, Steve, no midfielders since last weekend, except Endo. Well, actually, first, before we move into that, let's talk about your predicted 11 for the match today. Darius copy and pasting a tweet. Who said
With
that?
Thiago and Curtis out, that makes it difficult.
Was it
Difficult.
Melissa Reddy or Quatez that said the same exact thing today? Shout out Darius. I laughed out loud when I read that tweet. I don't know if you meant to do that, but there was a tweet that said the same exact thing. Sorry, Steve. Go ahead.
No worries. It's either going to be Endo or Gakpo.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because the decision's easy. With no Jones, no Thiago, I don't think Elliott's a good fit for this to start in this match. It's either going to be Gakpo or Endo. I think Endo would be the better choice, given the fact that Konate, assuming he misses out, And then I'm going to predict that we will see Joel Matip. Joel Matip. I think that's who I want. I don't care about his pace. I honestly don't. I think he's more sound defensively. He's better in the air. And
That's what you want.
yeah, that's. But then again, Gomez is closer to the skill set that Konate has with the pace. So if you want to keep things similar from a timing and pace perspective, and Trent thinking about how fast do I have to get back based on Konate's speed. Those types of split-second decisions are closer when you plug Joe Gomez in. So I'm actually going to change my mind because I just did some technical analysis up here, Kyle. And I'm going to go Joe Gomez and Endo starting, and then everything else as it should be. That's Jota up top, Diaz on the left wing. The rest are self-explanatory. Do I need to list them off?
Okay, let's start from the back for me. Allison in goal, Trent and Robbo flanking Van Dijk, and I put Gomez in my members video for my starting 11 prediction. I did. But dude, I think Klopp will go Matip. I really do. I think Klopp chooses Matip. All right.
I think you're right. Let me jump in. I think you're right. I think you're right. And I do think he's a better player.
But I am going Gomez. So there's a difference between what I think Klopp's going to do and what I would do.
Well, Kyle, you're the real football mind, not Jurgen Klopp.
Yeah, no, you're right.
And so am I, because I agree with you.
Yeah, no, we should be coaching. So, look, here's the thing. No, you know what? Matip's going to be in there. Now we go into midfield. Endo gets his start today in the 6. All right. This is me. Again, guys, I'm giving you me. Endo, McAllister, Szoboszlai. Front 3, Luis Diaz, Gakpo, and Salah. Now, what is Klopp going to do? Not that. He is going to do McAllister again in the 6, Szoboszlai, and Gakpo in the midfield. Why does he keep doing that? I don't know. But he's going to do that.
Because he didn't have Endo.
What?
Because he didn't have Endo yet. And Endo's been here for a week. It's going to depend on how he trained. If he looked like shit this week, excuse my French, then he's not starting. But if he looked good and he picked it up quickly, you might as well plug him in. That's what you got him for. Then again, if this was a match against Luton Town, I think Endo starts and you throw him in the fire. This isn't some match.
Hey, take it easy, man. Luton Town have Ross Barkley.
They absolutely do. What a legend. I scored a goal on FIFA with him from midfield. 2016, like 7 or 8 years ago. From
How do you remember that?
Because it's the only thing that Ross Barkley's ever done. Kyle, it was a Ultimate Team game, and my team was new, so I had Barkley at the time was a solid FIFA card, like at the time. Yeah. He was like an 81 or an 82 or something. And he was just solid overall. Everything was like above 70, defending, shooting, pace, whatever. And something happened, and I was just inside like the center circle, and I just ripped it with Ross Barkley, and it went in.
I love
like
it.
Top bins. I think I still have the video somewhere. It's just insane.
Oh my God. All right. So back to my starting thing. So I think Klopp goes Gakpo in the midfield. I don't know why he keeps doing it, but he does. You know what? I changed that. I do know why. It's so he can play Diogo Jota in the 9. That's why he keeps doing it.
Yeah, he's basically saying our offense is the best way we're going to win these matches, not our defense.
Yes, you're exactly right. He's trying to beat teams with a good offense, which is fine. I mean, go for it. But where the hell is Darwin Nunez?
Kyle, we have too many up front. It is what it is. But he's going to get his chances. And you have to assume Jota's going to pick up a knock on wood. He always does. He'll get in there. He's played both matches. Everybody needs to relax with Darwin. We spent a ton of money on him, but if you're not banging in the goals, you don't play. And it's not that he didn't play well in preseason. He played well.
He
These
did.
guys just played better. And there's no better left wing than Luis Diaz on this team. He has to start. Him and Mo Salah are staples right now to start.
But I'm not.
And Klopp loves Gakpo and Jota more than Nunez. And that's why they play.
Are you inferring or implying that Darwin would start on the left wing?
No.
Okay.
But he has.
No, I know he has, but I'm saying that the reason Klopp did that was because Luis Diaz was injured. So he was playing If Luis Diaz wasn't injured, Darwin doesn't play at all last season.
That's my point. There's two players that are better than him on the left, which is where he's played before he even came to Liverpool. And we know he's capable of playing. And you could argue, two players better than him up top in Jota and Gakpo. So there's just no room for him right now. But I don't think we need to panic.
No. I'm not panicking. I just like bringing this up because our attack is phenomenal. It's disgustingly good quality-wise. All right? Maybe not output yet, even though I still think our output is really good. But I see everybody. I mean, Darwin's played, but it's like I think I'm concerned. I honestly think it's just the price tag that concerns me. If we bought Darwin for 20 mil, I probably wouldn't be saying anything. I'd be like, he's playing a lot. But because he was 85 million, I'm like, what are we doing?
We want him to pour in 15 goals, and if he played every match, he would. There's no doubt, just because he's in the right position at the right time.
He scored 14 last season.
Yeah, no, I mean in the league, Kyle. 15 league goals. If he played 33 matches, he'd score 15 league goals. No doubt about it. Because that's what he does. He can score. Even if he still had finishing problems, he could still give you 15. What did he have in the league last year? 9?
Something like that.
Yeah, absurd. Absurd. I remind myself not to worry about the money. But that also makes me feel kind of bad for him. Because he was so much money and he stepped into a place where it's really hard to get in the team.
But he knew that coming in. He knew that. It's a challenge. All right. He's young. He knows that he's got to fight for his place, and he's not a bad player. But he's not as refined and technically sound as these other attackers that we have. Right? You're not giving the ball to Darwin and saying, take on this player. He's a traditional striker, dude. He's a finisher, you know? But you look at all of our number 9s, Diogo Jota, Bobby in the past, Gakpo when he plays up there. They can hold up the ball. They can dribble. I don't know. It's just a different player.
I just don't think there's any way he starts with everybody healthy.
Everyone, I know, and no, I agree. I don't think he starts either, but what I'm saying is that everyone is saying Darwin starts today. If there's any match you don't start Darwin, it's today. All right? If there's any match you do, it's against Bournemouth, and he still didn't start.
No, that's because this is different, man. This is just the league is different gravy now. You got to worry about more than one team these days. I think. And every point freaking matters. So when you got somebody like Jota that's just been in great form since preseason started. Jota's like borderline legend.
It's be easy.
Dude, he produces. He's a great person. He's talented. I love him.
No, we all love him.
He doesn't get enough credit.
He's been injured for 2 full seasons. You can't call him a legend yet.
He also dropped like 16 league goals.
Jota's good, but just pump the brakes on the legend talk. But I agree with everything else you're saying. Keep going.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Is Joel Matip a Liverpool legend, Kyle?
No.
Okay. You've been drinking this morning. He's a
Joel
legend.
Matip, a
Not
legend.
not from a quality perspective, but for what he's done.
All right.
Free
Steven,
transfer.
Steven,
Won everything.
Steven. Are we talking about how you and I use the word legend?
Yes, Kyle.
Or are we talking about how the world uses the word legend? Because everyone in this chat needs to know.
Oh no,
we
this
use it
is
differently.
our legend, Kyle.
Then yes.
Okay, he is, right? The way he carries the ball up the field,
If
Joel
we're
Matip.
talking about our use of the word legend, Darwin Nunez is a legend.
No, you're right. I guess we got to be clear on that.
That's what I'm saying.
Our use of the word is a lot different than the general public's use of legend. But dude, I think one day we're gonna look back and go, "Wow, Diogo Jota was something special." I really do, because when he's in, it's just like you're like, "Man, Jota, wow, he's just solid, dude." And then he just like scores a goal and just like grabs the ball and runs back to midfield, and he's just there.
He's good.
He's just there,
really
dude. He needs some. I need to get a Jota kit. I'm getting the purple kit this year. That's the one I decided. I have too many red ones. You can never have too many red ones, but they all, just hanging up in the closet. It's like red. I'm getting the purple one because the Matchup. Yeah, no, 100%. The Matchup Chronicles. If we could create a book or a movie,
Like,
but I'm getting the purple kit.
he just decides to just run at the entire defense, and dribbles through the midfield into the opposition's box,
And
just
nobody ever
lays
takes it off him.
the
He just ends up giving it away or passing it. Like the pass gets stolen.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this: I've been juggling back and forth, or like weighing back and forth about whose name I'm going to get on my purple kit, and I've narrowed it down. I was thinking about also getting a Allison keeper kit because this year the keeper kits are sick. But I was thinking Virgil, new captain, solid because he could leave. I think it's important to get one of those. Trent. I also thought about the new guy. I thought about everybody. Diaz. But does Jota deserve it, man? Do you think I think he deserves it.
Let me put it to you this way. I 100% would understand you having a Jota kit. Let me actually, you know what? No. Let's look at it a different way. The way I look at kits is think about if you saw someone else out in public with the kit on.
You'd be like, that's cool.
That's a cool kit. And you know how I feel about that? Right now, the two kits I'd get, Gakpo and Szoboszlai.
Dude, I think McAllister is going to be a staple in this midfield longer than Szoboszlai.
Yo, you know what else would be a badass kit? Bucetic.
Classic. Before the number change, never forget.
Yeah, Elliot. Yep.
If you saw this in public, you'd be like, wow, that guy actually watches.
Liverpool.
Like, yeah. This is when Harvey was like 17.
Yep.
No, not 17, but...
No, I think he was. I think he was actually like 17 when we wore that kit.
Yeah, I got this one, like August 2021, July 2021. Legend.
Yeah.
Now, Vandenberg.
He needs to step it up this season. I'm not gonna lie to you, Steve. Watching him in preseason and his cameos in the Premier League thus far, he has not impressed.
That's a lie. He's the only person that changed the Chelsea game. He's the only player that changed the Chelsea game.
That's the Chelsea game. Did you watch him?
And everybody in this chat will attest to that.
Cameo against Bournemouth. He had 2 turnovers and 1 unsuccessful dribble. He was terrible.
Yeah. Okay. He came. Kyle, I'm not telling you the kid's world class. He came on against Chelsea, a dream team, and changed the match.
You're right.
And pressed his ass off.
I agree.
But how's he going to get in? How is he supposed to get in? Even with, he's not defensive, and he's not playing over McAllister or Szoboszlai.
He literally offers nothing defensively.
So then he's going to get 20 or 30 minutes in these matches, and you expect him to change your mind. I see a world where Harvey Elliott's not even around in the future, and I know that. I've already accepted the fact that could happen. But something changed, because the year we lost this season, he was our best player the first 4 matches of the season.
You're not wrong.
There was something, and I don't think it was the injury because he still
Nobody's
looks the same to me.
disagreeing with you. The only thing I'm saying, and I love that you're this passionate about Elliott. I love it.
No, you're mistaking me. I'm not.
You
I'm
are.
okay with what you're saying that he needs to step it up or like, I know the clock is ticking.
He
I
needs
see
to
that.
get better. We should be at this point. We got this kid when he was 16. He debuted 3 years ago, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
I need to be arguing for Elliott every week, and I'm not. In fact, I would probably play Curtis Jones over Elliott right now if he was healthy.
Of course you would, because of what he did in that 8-game span last year. But that's what it is. It is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it.
No, I know.
He needs to get better. I know that. I just really like his style of play. I think he's like a Shaqiri. I think his ceiling is Xherdan Shaqiri.
What do you think about this? That's a good comparison, by the way.
Harvey, the worst.
It's funny,
midfielder in the
Yampo,
league.
because he's not a midfielder.
I mean, he is.
No, Klopp is playing him as a midfielder. He's a winger.
Okay, well, listen. Yeah, I mean, listen. All we have to do, Kyle, you can just, if you forgot, or if anybody in the chat forgot,
I
go
don't
watch
forget
Harvey Elliott highlights versus Chelsea in that first match. Came out and changed the game. Changed the game. So, we'll see.
We'll see. We'll see. Let's go over to the chat a little bit. We haven't really been in the chat. And my dad clarified here what I meant by legend. And yeah. If him and I were golfing, he shot a par, legend. Yes, right. So like that's a good example. My dad, not a legend at golf, but if he makes a par, you're a legend. You know what I mean? It's like,
I mean, yeah, it's exactly it. But it could be anything.
it could. Like
Like
if for
Kyle,
example,
nice sweatshirt, legend.
legend. It's just I don't know. I feel like we say legend and people don't know us, so they're like, this dude just called Elliott a legend. They're like, oh no.
Yeah. Well, let me make it
did it.
very simple. Bobby, Liverpool legend. Mo Salah, Liverpool legend.
No question.
Mane, borderline. Borderline.
Milner. Legend. Milner is a legend.
Borderline.
Entire season at left back, assist
Yes.
leaders in the Champions League, free transfer. He's a legend.
Okay. Allison, legend. Because he's also going to be here for a while as long as he doesn't go to Saudi. Van Dijk, legend. Henderson, legend. Gerrard, legend.
No question.
Right? But there's not many real legends. But for us, I mean, honestly, for me, like, everybody's a legend. Like, Kelleher is a Liverpool legend to me.
Yeah. Sepp Vandenberg, to me,
Yeah.
is a Liverpool legend.
Yeah, Nat Phillips. Nat Phillips died on the field 3 times for us. He's cemented as a legend.
Yeah. People know this.
Like
If you're a
Kabak is a
Liverpool fan-
Liverpool legend. He saved the season. He was
Don't make
one of
me
the
do it. Don't
he
make
was
me
one
do
of the
it.
pieces to the puzzle.
Don't make me do it.
Do it.
Stephen Calker, Liverpool legend.
Ben Davies. Somebody said, "Don't mess with the guy in an Elliott shirt." No, look, I love it, dude. But you got to understand, I get these I see things in players, and it breaks my heart that Elliott got hurt. That was the day of my wedding. I was watching that match, I believe, with Kyle.
You were
That was the morning of my wedding, and it put a sour taste in my mouth. And I was a little like just seeing the ankle like snap like that. I think he still looks like the same player. You're right, Kyle. I don't think he's progressed.
He hasn't.
Ragnar Klavan. Well, yeah.
Dude,
come on, of course.
That's a
Pin this comment
great
for the next
shout.
100 years.
Amazing shout, dude. Ragnar Klavan, what a signing. Oh my God.
Dude, we don't hate any play. As long as you're a player that can be relatively fit and you're not a clown, like, we will love you unconditionally forever.
Yeah.
Like, I love Ox forever.
Same.
Not Keita. No way. Nope. But Ox gave us magical moments. All you got to give us is one. Klavan versus, I think it was Burnley. The goal? Was it Burnley? Like, Dude, you're cemented forever once you do that.
Burnley or Crystal Palace or something. I think
It was
though.
Burnley, dude. I think it was
Yeah.
Burnley.
God, what a goal. What a goal. What a legend. Absolute legend. I'm just trying to think of people that all right, so the exact opposite of a legend would be like Markovic, Sterling.
wait. Red Jobby, Red X Jobby says Arthur's 13 minutes for LFC were legendary. This is it. If you're making a comment like this, then you just get it.
You get it.
You just get it, and it doesn't need to be explained. You just get it. This is great. This is an all-time comment, Kyle. We're inducting this into the Hall of Fame. Red Jobby, you're a legend.
You are a legend.
If that's how you say it, I'm sorry if I butchered
Let's
it.
go. Let's go. Oh, love you guys. What else we got? Luis Garcia. I mean, if we're going back there, if we're talking about like Torres, Suarez, we're talking about legends there. Now you're talking about Carragher. You're talking about Agger. You're talking legends.
Yeah, they're not even fun to talk about
because
those
we
guys.
know they're legends.
But Mamadou Sakho, that's a legend. That's somebody that's fun to mention as a legend.
Yeah. Oh my God, Mamadou Sakho, bro. He got kicked out of camp, bro. He exiled him, said you're gone.
Yeah, and then he went to PSG. Or no.
No. We got him from PSG. He went to Palace. Yeah. Jordan Pickford, anti-legend. Oh my God, I can't stand that.
Yeah, no, but now we're getting way too deep into it. But you're right. I dislike him and Richarlison more than anybody else in the league.
Dermot.
If you just search Nat Phillips head bandage and then you come back and tell me if your answer has changed, thank you. Bleeding from his skull, diving headers all over the pitch. He is a legend.
He is a legend.
Are you kidding me,
He
Dermot?
saved our season.
Dermot.
Him, Reece Williams, and Ozan Kabak. The starting defenders.
Dermot,
you know, are you messing with us?
He's gotta be. He's gotta be. All right. Wait. We gotta wrap this up. But big match today. I'm going 3-1 Liverpool. I think we're too leaky at the back to not give up one. But it is hard to score against them. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was maybe a lower scoring match. But
a lot of people think it's gonna be a high score, like a 4-4.
Yeah, but I'm usually not wrong, Kyle. So we're gonna Yeah. 3-1. 4-4. You think we're leaking in 4?
Dude, I wouldn't be surprised.
Kyle, did Van Dijk and Robertson and Allison perish? 4?
Oh man, that's funny.
Sheesh.
Where's Luis Diaz's comment here? Shout out to you, supporting from over the pond. Love you guys. Yeah,
we've been doing this for a long time. Thanks for joining the party.
Yep. What do we got here? Rob Scott's going. Ooh, Gobbing Hunter in here again. Let's go. Okay, Rob Scott 2-1, Oyvind 3-1, Nick Red 1-0 LFC.
Dermot 8-0 Newcastle.
Who?
No, just kidding.
No, you're just messing around. Tony, of course, no prediction. Angel here, we lose today, unfortunately, 3-1. No.
This is one of the first times I've ever seen somebody actually predict that we lose.
Yeah, no, that's true.
I mean, against City, we get that here and
Actually, no, Madrid. When we previewed Madrid,
yeah,
some of us were predicting that we would lose.
Kyle, we can't afford a draw today. We have to win, no matter at all costs. We need 3 points today. This is one of those games we'll look back on and go, that was an important one. This is one of those. Because we need to keep them down. They need to remember which league they're in. Sorry, you don't just finish top 4 and then keep the ball rolling. Money Tree, honestly, Liz, it's not doing great.
Chat. Thank you.
Liz, the Money Tree is not doing great, but it will make an appearance once I can rehab it. Maybe I'll send a picture in the Discord group.
It's just so your wife, she just basically shaved it?
No. There's a lot more to it, and we don't have time for that today, but
dude, all right.
Yeah.
So I am not doing a watch along. I have my tasting for my wedding today. So unfortunately, I will not be doing a watch along. I know I hate it. but I'm excited to eat some great food. And it's honestly going to be one of the first times in a long time I've watched a Liverpool game, the beginning of it live, without doing a watch along. So I'm going to take that time and enjoy it. I do apologize because I would love to do a watch along with you guys. But and just to wrap this up, Steve, I know you got to go. I want you guys to keep an eye out for Check Decore. Keep an eye out. The rumors are intensifying. Okay? Check Decore. Keep an eye out for him. Steve, you got any closing thoughts?
Dermot says you're really a legend if someone like Rush, Dalglish, Barnes, Hansen, not the likes of Ragnar Klavan. Dermot, clearly you just don't understand. Like the comedy and the fun behind it.
It's more of like a joking legend. You know, it's not like
Yeah, but I'm going to assume like legend is something that younger generations use.
very true.
Dermot, well, I don't
Dermot
know how
looks
old
young.
you. Yeah.
Maybe 40?
I don't know. I don't even know if that's Dermot in the picture.
Yeah, true.
Who knows? But this is just something that the kids are doing these days, Dermot.
But Dermot, we love you regardless.
Yeah,
But
legend is one of those words that is interchangeable these days. And if you don't get it, you just won't get it.
yeah,
But we love you.
we love all you
love
guys.
Dermot.
Thank you
Thank you
very
for the
much for your support. And looking forward to the match today, Steve. Until next time, Reds, take care.